On today's episode of Amanda and Felix Eats, we're taking you guys along with us to try out some local cheap eats that won't break the bank.
And we're excited to introduce you to some low-key spots.
We got you guys covered.
Some places you probably haven't heard of.
So let's get going. What's going on, foodie Ohana, and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're featuring cheap eats, and we're taking you guys along with us to a bunch of local spots.
And these spots are not the ordinary places you would think of when it comes to cheap eats, so we're super excited to show you guys. So let's get into it.
For our first stop on this rainy cheap eats adventure is a place called K&K Kitchen, right across from K&K Mini Mart. And for those of you locals who know, it's the old Mitsukin location right off of School Street. And one of their most renowned items is this garlic chicken breakfast deluxe plate right here. Oh my goodness. All of this delicious glory that could probably feed 2 to 3 people for under $12. Unbelievable deal. I remember back in the day when you can get something like this for probably like $8. But we're here now and we got you guys covered. So with this deluxe garlic chicken special, you get 4 pieces of massive garlic chicken drenched in that delicious garlic sauce. Over a bed of fried rice, you get 2 eggs of your choice. I got over easy because that's the easy way to delicious flavor. Oh my goodness, look at this healthy morsel right here. First bite of the day, cheers.
Ooh, sounds juicy.
Oh wow, you're gonna like this. It's nice and savory, a little bit of sweetness, not too much of a garlic flavor, so it's gonna be right up Amanda's alley. Me personally, I wish it was more garlicky. I love that it's very juicy, very tender. Let's try some of the fried rice with the egg. So it looks like their fried rice has some egg in it already. Spam, lapchung.
I see some like onions.
Some of that sweet, savory garlic sauce got onto the rice. Oh my goodness. You get the best of both worlds, sweet and savory. I taste bits of char siu in the fried rice as well. This breakfast will make your day for sure. Start your day off right at K&K. K&K is a simple, no-frills takeout bento spot. So if you guys want an even more cheap eats experience, they do offer regular breakfast bentos for under $10. Crazy deals there. And it is takeout only, so grab your local breakfast and be on your way. Start your day right.
Wow, the value on this. The chicken is kind of sweet.
Oh, sister, we gotta save room for the next spot, you know.
You just made it look so good.
And these next cheap eat spots takes us to Aiea, one of our favorite areas to get cheap eats and local plate lunches here in Aiea Village Square, kind of right next to Aiea Town Square. But guys, these 2 places are heavy hitters, so stay tuned.
So this spot is called Aiea Manapua. It is located in the Aiea Village Square. It is kind of confusing because there's the town square and then the village square, but this one's in the village square.
So Village Square is up there. No, I'm gonna tell people so they know, and Town Square is here.
Many of our Foodie Ohana members have been telling us to go to this spot, so we are super excited. Dun 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 dun. We got some stuff from Aiea Manapua shop. In there, everything just looks so delicious, and we've been hearing such great things about it, so we had to stop by. There's one thing in particular that I'm very excited for, and it is this. I have no idea what it is. They just said it's a eggplant with pork hash.
Eggplant stuffed pork hash.
I've never seen anything like that before, so I'm super excited to try it out. I will say to the touch, it is a bit oily. Oh my gosh, it's pretty oily. See my hands? It's like glistening. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like dabbing it with a paper towel and holy moly, it is just soaking up. Oh my goodness, this thing is pretty oily. Okay. Sounded really good. As a person that gets acid reflux, I'm kind of scared about this. Going for it. Cheers. Whoa, you guys, that is really an eggplant stuffed with shumai or pork hash. And this outside, it kind of reminds me of a andagi. It's a thicker breading, as you can see. It is very deep fried and it is nice and crispy. I will say it is very oily. So pork hash is kind of like Hawaii's take on a shumai or a minced pork type of filling. Usually it's inside dumplings or inside a dumpling wrapper. Here they use an eggplant and this nice breading to encase it in. I will say the flavor is very delicious, but it is really oily. I do believe that's lapchang in there as well. Flavor-wise, it's on point, you guys. I just wish it wasn't so oily. That's the only thing. Next, you guys, we have the baked char siu Manapua. We've eaten our fair share of Manapua, so we'll see how this one fares. Oh, wow. Whoa, it's pretty stuffed, you guys. Oh my goodness. The filling, I will say, isn't as really red as usual, but it does seem like it's filled like brim to brim with this meat. The meat is a minced pork char siu, traditional, I would say, for a Manapua. Going for it. Cheers. Whoa, that is meaty, you guys. Holy moly. The meat chunks in here are huge. They're very tasty, nice and salty, hint of sweetness. I taste that like Chinese 5-spice in there as well. I will say the breading is very minimal. There's not a lot of breading, which I personally love because that means you're getting value for your Manapua. And you can see too, they have huge chunks of meat with even the fat in there, very juicy. Oh wow. I can definitely see why you guys say this is the best Manapua. Wow.
And before we continue, a few things we forgot to mention. Everything at Aiea Manapua is about roughly $3 or under per piece, so that's a pretty good value. You can try one of each and you still be under budget. Also, everything is takeout only, no dining area. So this whole plate, I don't remember. How much was it?
12 something.
It was 12 something, and it's a lot of food, guys. So one of the things I saw in their case of delicious offerings is this tempura chicken. It really reminds me of a delicatessen or okazuya vibes, and it just made me really want to get it. So it's basically fried chicken, but instead of your usual coating, it's coated in tempura. Oh man. Very simple, salty brine flavor of chicken, but with a nice added touch of sweetness from the tempura batter. I'm sure if you first buy this early in the morning, it would probably have a phenomenal crunch. It is a little bit later in the afternoon, but this is delicious. I really like this. Just very simple seasoning, salt and pepper, but that tempura batter makes a big difference. Ooh. I love this chicken. It's so juicy too. And here you get the whole chicken thigh. It's not just little chicken morsels. And of course, at any Chinese place that offers it, I gotta try their gaoji, because this is one of my favorite things to get, my favorite appetizers. I choose gaoji over spring rolls, egg rolls any day. Simply minced pork in a wonton wrapper, deep fried to perfection. You know what? I gotta get a little hot mustard with this one. Give it a little nice hot mustard bath right here. They don't mess around here, man. They stuff these bad boys. Look how stuffed these gaoji are.
Oh wow, the wrapper's nice and thin too.
Nice and crunchy, very meaty, nice savoriness to it. I love that minced pork filling. Oh man. Comment down below if you guys like hot mustard shoyu mixture. This next cheap eat spot was right next door, called M&M Barbecue. They're known for their hefty plate lunches at reasonable prices. One of their more known plate lunches, the hamburger mixed plate. What on earth is that, Felix? Basically, it's this. Oh my goodness. You get terry beef, hamburger steak of course, and your choice of chili or beef curry.
Or beef stew.
We went with the chili, of course, because chili and rice, oh man, you can't go wrong with that. And of course, mac salad, all on a bed of white rice. Oh man, I'm so excited. Have not had a plate lunch in a long time. I guess you want to try the hamburger steak, right? I'll go for the terry beef because the terry beef looks really good. I was a little apprehensive because a lot of time at local joints, the terry beef would be very dry looking, but this actually looks juicy and glistening in all of its terry sauce glory.
It even has a nice little char as well.
Can't wait to get into this. Oh man, that was a big bite. I will say the meat is a little on the tough side, but the flavor is on point. I love that terry sauce flavor of terry beef. It's not dry at all. I don't think you're gonna like it though, because it has some ginger flavor in it. If you guys like that flavor of ginger in your terry sauce, this is it right here. Let me mix it in with some chili rice. I feel like this is very local style chili. I could tell by the coloring. It's more on the lighter side. Okay, I'm not a super big fan of the chili. It's a really sweet, tomatoey, celery type of chili. That's what I'm tasting mostly. It's almost like a mix between Filipino-style spaghetti sauce and school kind chili. Let me cancel that out with some creamy mac. I actually like the mac salad here. It's very light, creamy. It's more of like a potato mac type of flavor, but there's no potatoes in here, I don't think. Actually, when you mix it with the chili, it actually works.
You guys know I'm a big fan of hamburger steak, so I'm just gonna go in for it. Ooh. Okay, this part of the plate actually has brown gravy. See a nice little char on there on the burger, hamburger steak. Oh, I got like everything. I got gravy, chili, and rice in this bite. Cheers. It's a very simple hamburger steak. Yeah, I do agree. The chili is actually kind of like school kind chili, but it does kind of taste like more tomatoey than a regular school kind chili. It's very reminiscent of those households that put a lot of tomatoes in their chili. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of a cross between a beef stew and a chili. It has kind of a beef stew kind of flavor to it. But guys, as always, we have more cheap eats for you guys today, so let's move on to the next spot.
And this next iconic local spot takes us here in Stadium Mall, right next to the Aloha Stadium swap meet along Salt Lake Boulevard. This place is one of my go-to for back then when I used to work at the swap meet. If you guys didn't know, this was my go-to plate lunch spot, and I'm excited to share it with you guys.
So Foodie Ohana, this next spot is called Mark's Drive-In. As Felix mentioned, it is here in Stadium Mall. It is pretty rainy today, so we sought shelter underneath the highway, the freeway, but it's also the parking lot for the Stadium Mall. This here is their most famous oyster sauce chicken. This is a mini. It was $8, I believe. The regular plate is $12. It is quite bigger, the regular plate, but I had to get a mini just to try it. It comes with half of a chicken, I believe, and it also has a scoop of mac, a scoop of white rice, and of course the oyster sauce all over. Ooh. It's cut and everything, very Chinese style with the bones still intact. They just chopped it up. There's even the skin still on there. It looks a bit dry, but we'll see. Let's see how it tastes, how moist it is. This is the kind of chicken where I think you gotta bite it with your hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, this brings me back memories. This just reminds me of my childhood. Oyster sauce chicken. This is something that I used to get a lot at a place called Regal Diner back in the day. My mom would always get us for dinner the oyster sauce cake noodle plate. This is very reminiscent of that, minus the cake noodle. The chicken is very flavorful. If you love oyster sauce, you'll love this chicken. The sauce is a bit thick, very savory. It's not super duper salty, but just the right amount of salt. And just the way that that oyster sauce gets soaked into the chicken, very nice. There's even a heaping portion of mac salad covered with the sauce. Going for it, cheers. Okay, this is a good mac salad. I prefer this mac salad over the last place, M&M's, because this one is more mayo-y. There's no raw onions in there. There is some carrot. It's very reminiscent of like a L&L type of mac salad, which I love. It's very hard to describe oyster sauce. I feel like it's kind of like a savory soy type of flavor, very umami filled. It does have a, not really like a seafood taste, but I don't know, like
that savoriness of shellfish.
It's not strong, like you can't really taste like seafood in it, but it just has a nice like soy flavor. Honestly, when we're looking at places, this is what caught my eye, and I'm so glad we tried it.
Is the chicken dry or anything?
No, the chicken's not dry. It's nice and moist.
So this is one of their most known specials because it is cheap and it will fill you up. Simply known as their special. Chicken katsu, barbecue chicken mixed plate, $10.50. This will feed you, make you happy, trust me.
Such a deal.
I love chicken katsu. It's one of my favorite things in the world to get. Very comforting, nice and crispy. I like the chicken katsu at Mark's too because if you can see the cross section, the batter is actually very light, very thin, so you're not getting a mouthful of oily, crunchy clusters. It's very delicate. Now let's give it a nice chicken katsu sauce bath. A little plunge in there. Oh man, I need a little moment. This is very nostalgic to me. The chicken katsu is very meaty, a lot of chicken. Batter is nice, delicate, very light coating on the outside. The sauce gives it that tangy sweetness that you crave. Oh, this is what I came for today. Can't go wrong with the chicken katsu at Mark's. And guys, Mark's has been an iconic staple for decades. I mean, I've been going here since I was like 10. It's a lot of history over there. I'm glad Mark's is still around. Let's get into the barbecue chicken, yo. Nice pounded chicken thigh, very thin so that it's cooked very nice and evenly, glistening in that sweet barbecue sauce. Look at it, nice and glistening right there. The sauce is a nice balance of sweet and salty. The other place, I feel like it was a little too sweet. This is done just right. Nice balance of sweet and salty. Get into some of the mac to balance it out. Yeah, this deal is hard to beat, man. $10.50 nowadays. Some places you can't even get a mini plate for $10.50. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, I think this is really deals. Like, look at how much you get. It's like you're getting 4 chicken thighs, and heaping scoops of rice, mac salad. Oh, yummy.
Good. So next time when you guys are in the area and you're Ono for plate lunch, check out Mark's. Do yourselves a favor.
And guys, if you're in the area for Arizona Memorial, which is that way, or the swap meet, which is literally right next door, you can just pop in to Mark's at the Stadium Mall. Super convenient, plenty of parking. But as always, you guys, we leave the links down below if you want to check them out. Guys, there's even another layer of chicken under there, just engulfed in the sauce. Wow, that's a pretty good deal.
Oh yeah, I like the flavor of the oyster sauce. All right, Foodie Ohana, that's gonna wrap it up for today's Cheap Eats Adventures. We hope you guys had an amazing time because we definitely did.
And if you guys wanna check out our previous Cheap Eats episodes, we do have a Cheap Eats playlist. If you guys wanna check it out, I'll leave it here and down in the description below. If you guys wanna go on a Cheap Eats adventure yourselves, you can check it out.
With everything being so expensive nowadays, give these places a try, guys. Cheap Eats, but still holds a lot of flavor.
And a lot of the places we featured today are super low-key, super local, so definitely a place you guys are gonna wanna check out. As always, we leave the links down below. And while you're down there, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps us out. And come and join our Foodie Ohana by clicking subscribe down below. Come and join our Foodie Ohana, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Right, Foodie Ohana, until the next foodie adventure, explore your inner foodie. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bunch of new local spots.
Don't say new, these places are old. That means you're paying, that means you're getting what?
Value. All right, this is proving to be quite the challenge, eating without a table underneath us. Free balling it, but here we go. Oi, what is it called? Freestyling it, but here we go.
I'm taking that part out.
And you're Ono for some plate lunch, check out Mac.
Hold on. Okay. It comes with a full half of a chicken, I believe. And
What's a full half? Breakfast bentos, they have that as well for.
oh my God. Sorry. And the way that the somebody get your car. Nope.
So this is Mando.
Okay,
Flies.
your turn. It is pretty rainy today, so we sought.
I always get the harder job, I understand. Foodie Ohana, look how I'm holding the plate. This is how I gotta hold it. I'm like a butler, enjoying my break. Nice pounded out thigh. All right, Foodie Ohana. Why did that sound so weird? Her hair, my weird.